And possibly northern Colorado. I hope this streaming is working today. Welcome to Talk About TV. Today is Friday morning, which means it's expitalitytime, the experience of hospitality, because the experience of hospitality transforms the world, because we know that people are inspired not by what they know to be accurate, but by what they believe can be possible for them. It happens incrementally, he said to me when I asked him how it could possibly be that these very successful and notable individuals in our town show up every weekend, Friday and Saturday, still at 2 o'clock in the morning, are drinking $200 shots of whiskey and hanging out with people who are having the same conversations about the same crazy stuff weekend after weekend. It happens incrementally. And so I thought to myself, so does all the good stuff, right? Like we take one little step at a time, baby steps, then a greater stride, then we start jogging. Before you know it, we're running up really steep hills and we're going towards our goal because we have a vision. And this happens all the time in development and expansion projects. And what I mean by this is that very often these steps and these little incremental progressions seem like they're getting us nowhere. Very often we keep taking the steps, but it can seem and feel like we are not accomplishing the goals that we want to achieve. And in development, you get caught up in so many things, right? And the same with expansion projects. We always underestimate what it's going to take. We underestimate the cost, the expense, the effort, the involvement, the number of people, all the steps along the way. And very seldom do we plan for and anticipate what it's really going to take. So that's when we give up, right? Or we pull back. And this week I looked at half a dozen properties. Some of them were greenfield development opportunities, and some of them were expansion opportunities. And in the two that I looked at that were expansion opportunities, I was absolutely astonished that the owners simply didn't have a vision. They were comfortable in that there was cash flow and they remained in that cozy spot because it feels good, right? There's no pain to push them to expand. And when I looked at these opportunities, all I can see is, oh my gosh, you could literally 10x this with very simple incremental improvements in these properties and businesses that would result in an overwhelming success that you don't have the vision for. They truly simply don't have that vision. So when you have the vision, you're willing to explore, you're willing to get out of the comfort zone and start taking those little steps forward. And this morning, I could barely walk up a kick butt hill that the other day, a couple days ago, I was able to sprint up 8 times. And so I did walk up it. I walked up it, right? Barely walked up it. But by the time I turned around and walked down and went at it again, I was able to do at least 2 sprints, which was it as good as the other day? No, but I still was moving towards progression because we know it's a very slippery slope. If I would have said, I'm too tired, I'm going to stay in bed, that would have resulted in my brain assuming that that means, well, this is the way my brain works. It means that, hey, maybe you should have some coffee and then maybe you should have a croissant to go with that. And come on, you're tired and maybe you should eat. I don't know. I'm just telling you that by Friday afternoon, I would be drinking wine and eating, I don't know, sourdough bread or something. So the point is, continue to take those incremental steps and be driven by a vision, because without a vision, there's nothing. There's really nothing. And it is crazy to me how people don't seem to have that in business, but they're trying to survive. Okay, so have a great weekend. Those are my thoughts for this week. And looking forward to seeing everyone on Monday for one thing about experiential outdoor hospitality. Go out there and make it a fantastic day for someone else. Lift them up, show them some grace and hospitality, and you're going to feel amazing. Blessings, everyone.